Gangle's taking the lead as the main character in episode 4, and it's about to change everything in the digital circus. We'll dive into what's in store for Gangle, how her story will impact the others, her ultimate payback against Jax, and how Orbsman fits into it all. Plus, we'll look at what makes Kinger back out of this latest adventure. The real focus here is understanding Gangle's role in episode 4. Spudsies, a clear nod to any fast food place with its own chain of command, from managers to employees, sets up Gangle as the manager, which already grabs our attention because it's not something you'd expect in real life. Gangle has always been the most sensitive and quiet character in the digital circus, as we've seen in past episodes, so this shift is definitely a game changer.
Oh no, they killed Zubal. Anyway, you guys want to go get something to eat?
My comedy mask is broken again.
Ah! Oh! Gangle, you startled me.
Now let's consider why Gangle specifically takes on this role, beyond just being the main character of the episode. Running the show takes nerves of steel and plenty of strength, qualities Gangle isn't exactly known for. This adventure was crafted especially for Gangle to help build her self-confidence, one of the rare traits essential for survival in the digital circus. Judging by how Gangle's been feeling, it's clear she's struggling in this world. A prime example of this is her scene from episode 3.
I only hope he doesn't bore them to death with his endless monologue.
I'll be sure to ask them next time I see him. Thanks again for the tea. I had a really nice time here.
Don't mention it. Feel free to visit anytime.
Definitely.
Several factors are gradually wearing down Gangle's mental state, and one of the biggest culprits is, of course, Jax, who seizes every opportunity to inflict fresh emotional wounds on her.
All right, Gangle. When we catch up to him, I'll jump over, crawl inside, and shoot him repeatedly until they're unrecognizable.
I feel like that violates some kind of convention.
You're violating my ears with your clapback. Get driving, driver!
And unfortunately, with each new episode, the bullying only seems to get worse. We'll come back to Jax later, but for now, let's look at another key reason behind Gangle's state of mind. Think back to the therapy scene where Zubal opened up about her deepest pain from living in the digital circus.
You and my brain won't tell me!
It's me, remember? I don't like myself. I hate this body. I hate all these stupid removable pieces.
Zubal's body truly is unsettling, but not many pay attention to Gangle's physical form. Beyond the fact that she's essentially a ribbon, her main issue lies in her face. In only a few scenes, we've actually seen a smile on her face, thanks entirely to her comedy mask. Gooseworx has teased us with a very curious image of Gangle surrounded by shattered comedy masks. This gives us the impression that Gangle's mood is directly tied to her mask. Since her default mask is one of tragedy and serves as her face, it worsens her overall condition. And almost as if it's fate, her comedy mask is so fragile that even a minor fall can shatter it. I have a theory that the mask's durability may depend on Gangle's mental state. The stronger she feels inside, the more resilient the mask becomes. Kane likely made her the manager in this new adventure to help build her confidence, giving her a sense of strength and purpose. If Kane's plan works, Gangle could become much happier. But Jax's presence in the episode's preview isn't random either. Let's revisit a few scenes where Jax directly tormented Gangle.
What's happening?
It's just Kaufmo. Don't worry about it.
Kaufmo abstracted?
Nah, he's fine. Ladies first. No, wait, why would I say that?
Which door should we choose?
Not sure. Let's try this out.
Of course, episode 3 started showing us attempts to rein in Jax, and much of the adventure went relatively smoothly for Gangle. But episode 4 is going to be the high point of their interactions. And for that, we'll need Orbsman. It's hard to say exactly what role he'll play, but I'm 99% sure he'll be directly involved in the dynamic between Jax and Gangle. Maybe he'll guide Gangle on how best to handle certain situations, or even advise her on ways to keep Jax in line. After all, Gangle will be the manager, and Jax, during the adventure, will be her subordinate, meaning Gangle can finally satisfy her own sense of justice. Whatever Gangle becomes, this episode will completely change how we view her, and, most importantly, how she views herself. Until now, she's mostly been shown as a sad and crying girl, and little more.
We saw Gloink carry one of Zubal's pieces down there, remember?
Oh, yeah. Thank you for the recap.
Fellas.
Jax! We found the Zubal hole.
Cool.
How is Kaufmo doing? I hope he's not still mad at me for not laughing at his jokes.
Do you guys have a second truck that flies?
But after episode 4, everything will change. I'm sure of it. If Jax tries to pull one of his usual tricks, there'll be no more crying or silent acceptance. Instead, we're likely to see something more like the dynamic between Jax and Zubal.
What exit? If there was a way to leave, I'm pretty sure we'd have all left by now.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
And Zubal turned straight.
My limbs straighten up and fuck off.
What about you?
He refuses to show us because he's a coward.
I want to keep the mystery alive. What do you, the viewers, think it is?
Will you stop doing that?
And since we've already brought up Zubal, it's worth diving into another important theme that will play a big role in episode 4. Episode 3 was a breakthrough not just for individual characters, but for the digital circus as a whole. We saw that the characters genuinely have a ton of issues, and Kane, representing the digital circus, is really trying to figure out what's going on.
What the? Could you have done that the whole time?
Zubal, I just want to get to the bottom of why you keep skipping all my amazing adventures. You could end up really hurting Bubbles' feelings.
Bubbles' feelings?
Enough about Bubbles' feelings. How about your feelings? So, what's on your mind, Zubal?
And if episode 3 revealed Kinger's true face and the reason behind all his struggles,
I'm normally not too good with memories, but being surrounded by darkness always brings me back to a certain time. Right after my wife had abstracted. I don't recall the exact string of events, but we both ended up in the fort together. And it was dark. The darkness seemed to calm her down a bit. The harsh, jagged edges smoothed out, and
there's a good chance that in episode 4, Kane will have a similar conversation with Kinger. This could be a positive experience, not just for Kinger, but for us as well. If Kane can help Kinger regain even a bit of his sanity, that would be a huge win. When he's in a moment of clarity, Kinger is the wisest and most rational character in the whole circus.
she was funny, creative, really into entomology. I used to hate bugs, but she somehow got me to like them. It's not the most cheerful memory, but it's one I at least have control over. You know, I've been thinking about that last tape. He said, the next breath you take down there will be your last. Maybe we can get through if we don't breathe.
I'm not very good at holding my breath.
Well,
And I believe this won't be the last similar experience we see, and we'll witness something like this with several other characters in future episodes. Finally, we need to briefly discuss episode 4 and its rumored release date. There are a lot of rumors and debates surrounding an intriguing date, December 13th. Some people agree that this sounds quite plausible, while others argue that not enough time has passed, and so on. Everyone has their own stance, but I think this date is legitimate, and here are a few reasons why. The Amazing Digital Circus is currently and will remain Glitch's top priority project until the end of episode 9, meaning all their resources and efforts will be directed towards it more than ever before. Supporting this is the deal with Netflix, which has significantly improved TADC's financial situation. Plus, the finale of Murder Drones has already aired, making the Amazing Digital Circus 100% the main focus now. This means our favorite adventures will be coming more frequently. What do you think about this date and Gangle's changes in episode 4? Share your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you soon in new videos that are sure to surprise you.